Thank you so much for inviting me here today at this great event. I'm going to share something I think completely different than the last presenter. So please listen up, take notes. I think what I have to share is really important. How to spot the trend using simple tools. That's the name of the presentation, but I want to show you, I want to do some education with you as well as look at live markets. So here's the disclaimer that you can read. And this is me, and I've been trading for a very, very long time. I started working on Wall Street. In 1980, I worked for JP Morgan for 14 years. And this book this came out like 10 years ago, 9 years ago. And it was just like everything that I ever learned about trading I put into this book called The Trader's Pendulum. Trading is challenging due to market uncertainty. We all recognize that. And what we've created through the Wavy Tunnel Pro and through my background, which is really Elliott wave analysis, that's how I learned working at the bank from an Elliottician, but I've gone way beyond that, and we created a system for seeing the market cycles or the market waves without really counting the waves. So on the right in this diagram, you see the market map. And today I want to take you through tons and tons of examples to show you that when we move up in a trend, up here, we're very optimistic and exuberant, greedy, because the emotions play into it, and we load up. And then when the market corrects, and we've seen this pattern over and over again on every single time frame, I'm going to show you examples on every single time frame. Down here, we're panicked and discouraged because the brain can't take the losses anymore. If we're long from up here, we're fearful, we bail, and this is when we need to do the opposite. So trading the market swings can create an emotional roller coaster ride, and understanding the market cycles and timing is crucial, I think, for success. And this is just my opinion, of course. And a structured roadmap, which is this, and simple timing tools can provide clarity and hopefully consistency in your trading. Some of the problems that traders face, some of the common issues for traders and their consequences are that the markets are volatile. And what is the consequence? Traders might trade impulsively, leading to an emotional roller coaster ride. And everything here I've experienced myself. Number two, timing market entries and exits and getting it wrong. We're not right all the time. What is the consequence? Chasing the market or exiting too soon and then missing out on potential gains, FOMO. And then three, not making consistent profits. What's the consequence? Well, one bad trade can negate a week's worth of profits. That's what typically happens. Number four, lack of boundaries and rules. Like you've all heard that you need to have rules in trading. It helps. What is the consequence? Feeling lost and unstructured. If we're not structured in our trading, we're going to be unstructured. It can result in winging it, just taking bad trades. Number five, easily influenced. What's the consequence? Lack of independent thinking and following the herd mentality. And number six, no clear goals. What's the consequence? Lack of direction and measurable success in trading. Summary, need for a structured approach, effective tools, and accountability. I think accountability is something that's really overlooked because trading can be a lonely profession, a lonely business. We need to have accountability. We can't do this alone. So what is the Wavy Tunnel solution, Wavy Tunnel Pro solution? Introducing our roadmap and simple timing tools. What if you had a system that explained how to understand and trade the market cycles using the market roadmap, identified where to place trades for optimal entry and exits? What if you had simple tools to trade the roadmap effectively and scan for trades and follow a trade plan? And then what if you had accountability to do what you say you are going to do? Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. And I actually learned that lesson early on while working at the bank when I saw one master trader in particular doing just that. Going against what everybody was doing and making a ton of money. So when the market is moving up, Warren Buffett is saying, up here, we need to not be greedy and not load up. We need to do the opposite. Okay, we want to be fearful up here. Down here, we want to be greedy and buy. And the trade that I'm going to show you today is this trade. It's called finding wave C, finding the end of C, which is right here, time to buy. It's time to buy. When the world is selling, it's time to buy. So I'm going to show you this particular trade plan today, numerous markets. We can see it here. On the left, we have the NQ NASDAQ futures. Now look at the market map on the right, and on the left, this is how it presents using the Wavy Tunnel Pro indicators. So it just shows you how when the wave is separating from the tunnel, we are in a trend. And then when this separates so much, we are usually going to have a correction. We get a purple arrow at the top, and the first move comes down below the wave, and then ideally it goes above the wave, and then the third leg is down. We call this an ABC correction, a three-wave correction, and this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the gray arrow below the tunnel after we've had a significant move up and a significant correction. We are going to learn today how to read and interpret the market roadmap I just showed you using the Wavy Tunnel Pro Indicator Suite. We'll look at the examples so that we can anticipate market direction and leverage the roadmap to foresee market movements. I think it really helps to understand this. And then understanding market turning points, grasping the implications of key market reversals. So the case study that we're going to do, I'm showing you the ES examples on multiple time frames, showing you the market roadmap in action. I could easily have shown the SPY or any other index. So one is on the weekly time frame. Scenario, long-term investment strategy, analysis utilizing the roadmap to understand broader market cycles and long-term trends. Well, look at this. This is the weekly chart. It's the ES. It could be the SPY. It's the same. We had a gray arrow at the bottom of this very, very deep correction below the tunnel. I remember this vividly. This was in 2022 when the market was just horrendous. Everybody lost money if they were long up here and waited. And in October of 2022, that was the turning point. And that was when most stocks were showing this pattern. This is a pattern. It's a tradable pattern. And I can remember that because our scanners were showing hundreds of stocks that were buys. I just didn't know what to do first, or it was very challenging to decide what to buy. So this occurred in October of 2022 on the weekly chart. Hasn't occurred since on the weekly chart. Now let's go to the daily. You're going to see the same picture. Here we have the picture, and we're calling it, let's call it finding C, finding the end of C. This is the end of C. On the daily chart, the scenario is identifying an uptrend and key turning points, analysis using the Wavy Tunnel Pro indicators to pinpoint entry and exit points. We have the same picture here. Okay, 1 year later, in October of 2023, we had this exact same setup, but on the daily chart, and this was the market bottom. This was the market bottom 1 year later. And then let's move to the 4-hour medium-term trend analysis and trade setup, applying the market roadmap to capture midterm opportunities and manage trades. This is the 4-hour. So you begin to see a pattern here. This is the trade that I'm showing you right now. All of our scanners can search for this. I'm going to show you the scanners, and you can take screenshots of all the trades that are setting up now in stocks. And I'm going to show you currencies as well. And let's just note that before we get the sell-off, we have divergence in the awesome oscillator. This is the awesome oscillator. When the market is moving up and the oscillator moves up less, doesn't make a new high, it means that the market is running out of steam. So that's a clue that maybe we will have a turnaround. And again, you're looking for the initial move down, red candles moving down into the wave, and then a weak correction without making a new price high before above the wave, and then a move below the wave to continue on down to below the tunnel. That's the trade. That's the trade. And then once we get there, that's where you do your analysis and you say, okay, is it time? Is it time to buy now? Now we've had multiple 4-hour buy entries since May. Okay, but this is what I'm showing you. In this occurred in May. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. Short-term trend analysis and trade setup, applying the market roadmap for swing trading opportunities. And this occurred in June on the hourly, same setup. And notice we have a lot of other dots here. And just to let you know, we go from purple is the biggest swing move. So when you see the purple at the end of a trend, that's the largest swing move. And then we have this significant correction and you get a gray. That's what happens. And then once we move up and we take out this high, market high, if we take it out, then we will get, this turns to gray because we've made a new high. And notice we have, so it goes purple, gray, yellow, red, blue. That's the order. So when we have a purple, yellow, yellow, gray, this is fantastic. It's fantastic to buy. We have, and these are matching. So you will have opposites occurring on either side of the wave and on either side of the tunnel. So this is the hourly on the ES contract. So by mastering the market roadmap, which I've just showed you using simple timing tools, and you could just use the moving averages to see the market structure, to see the market cycles, and applying it across different time frames, traders can enhance their ability to follow market movements and make informed trading decisions. This framework provides a comprehensive view of the benefits of using simple timing tools for trading ES futures across various time frames from intraday to long-term strategies. I am going to show you some intraday charts coming up when we look more closely at NinjaTrader. Those charts, by the way, were on NinjaTrader. I'm trying to use all of the platforms that we have our tools on to explain to you these concepts. So we will look at intraday and even tick charts shortly. But now let's look at the ideal market map. This is what we call it, the ideal market map, on some ETF and stock examples. Understand the setups. That's the key for today, to understand the setups. So what I like to look at is sectorspiders.com, the sector tracker on this website. And I look at this periodically to see where we are in all of the ETFs, okay? And this is as of yesterday. So there are 11 sectors, spider sectors of the S&P. And these are them listed. So the index year to date is up 19.42% as of yesterday. The next leader is utilities. That really took center stage in recent times. And then communication services, and then you can see all of everything. The real estate sector at 7.84% shows the smallest return year to date. Then what I did was I clicked on this arrow and it came up with all of the stocks of the S&P index, which is right here. I sorted by percent change. So we're getting the stocks that performed the best. These are the percent change year to date. So all these stocks on this page performed really, really well. Now, when I did a presentation in September, I noticed, and I said at the time, for several of these stocks that we are at a buy area. And I want to show you the same market map on some of these stocks. So let's look at this VST, Vistra Corp. That's first. This was the screenshot that I took in September. And notice the market map. This is so beautiful. We had the purple, this is the daily time frame. The purple arrow, and this is on Motive Wave, by the way. So I showed you Ninja Trader for the ES. Now this is on Motive Wave. We had the purple arrow. We went below the wave. We get a red dot or diamond. We go above the wave. We get a red diamond. So purple, red, red, and then down to below the tunnel. This is picture perfect, and we get the gray arrow. Picture perfect. Then we moved up, we get a red, and we came down. Okay. Now at this point, this is when I did my presentation, I said we are really, really close to the bottom here. This could be a nice buy. Why? Because we moved up initially and then we corrected in case you missed it buying here. Now this is what I took yesterday, okay, last night. This is where we were in September with the gray, red, red, and notice the gray arrow, the purple arrow turned gray because we made a new high. I mean, that was like the bottom and it just lifted off, Now, I wouldn't touch it. I mean, I wouldn't touch it right now. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, it might go up, might continue to go up, but it's stretched. It's not, unless I'm willing to hold it and watch it go against me, I'm not willing to buy it here, right? Let's look at the next one, NVIDIA. So same picture perfect, market map on the daily. Look at this. We had the gray arrow below the tunnel. As I ran some Fibonacci's here. And then the market moved up. We got a red diamond and then another red diamond. And I said, here, this is a time to buy. And this is where we are today. I mean, this was the red diamond and then we took off. The next one, same picture. These are all CEG, same picture. So this gray arrow, this purple arrow turned gray. And then we got the gray, the red, time to buy. This is where we were when I gave my presentation. Now look at this and look at this gap, okay? Would I buy here? No. But there are other opportunities that are showing up that I'm going to share with you shortly. And then I think this is the final one that I want to show you, HWM. Notice that this never came down to the tunnel. And I remember saying at the time, it's still in an uptrend. As long as we can easily move into the wave and then continue on, move into the wave and then continue on. If we're not ready to correct, it's fine. We're still in an uptrend. And this is where we were, okay, in September. And then this is where we are today. So we continued on up. So not all of these will make the deep correction into the tunnel. Every stock has its own cycle. So I think this is really interesting to drum home the point to show you. I hope you're learning something here about this. Now I want to show you the Elite Scanner tool. Scan for market roadmap trades using the Wavy Tunnel Pro Elite Scanner tools. And you can scan for different setups. The the trade setup that I showed you is called, we call it the breakout 4 trade. You can also identify trend and end of trend trades with the scanner. So we can identify, recognize market roadmap turning points. We have trend line breaks as well. Master trade entry and exit strategies, implement trade plans for the 6 Wavy Tunnel Pro setups and high probability occurrences. I'm going to show you the Elite Scanner in action on the platforms with demonstrations on MotiveWave, TradeStation, NinjaTrader, and MT4. And I'm going to also explain the 6 Wavy Tunnel Pro setups to you as we go. So let's start with MotiveWave. I ran this scanner last night, yesterday, and you can take a screenshot of this because I didn't know. I see that I have quite a lot of time already, and I kind of condensed this presentation because normally I speak for an hour and this was only 40 minutes. So I might run out of, yeah, I don't think I showed you any of the examples on this, but let me explain what this is. This is the MotiveWave scanner. And here I'm scanning for the breakout 4. On the left, ready. I scanned, I guess, 500 stocks and we got 103 results. When you have excellent, 0, it means that it just produced the result. And then on the right-hand side, I have breakout 4 signal. So what the distinction is, on the left, breakout 4 ready is when we get the gray arrow. On the right, breakout 4 signal is when we already start to move up and we move above the 12 EMA filter. Okay, so on the left, I manually clicked on all of these charts just to have a quick peek, and I drew a red box around the longs because MotiveWave doesn't distinguish, a red box around the longs, and then everything else are shorts. Okay, so on the left side and the right side. I think I have one example to show you. Yeah, so this was AVB, the 4-hour chart. And I also scanned, by the way, for the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour on this. Did I do the 1 hour here? No, it looks like I didn't, just those time frames. Yeah, okay. And it's really better to scan on the bigger time frames for the big picture. You can also scan on any time frame, scan on the smaller time frames. If you're day trading stocks, certainly scan on the smaller time frames. So let's look at this. This is the 4-hour chart. You see the market map, and you see that we get the purple arrow and then the gray arrow. I would want to see a bit more confirmation here. This is the ready. The signal is if when price closes over the 12 EMA. Let me tell you what these moving averages are so you could set this up yourself. The wave is the 34 EMA and the high, the low, and the close. Those are the purple lines. The green is the 12 EMA. And then this is the tunnel, the 144 and 169. So you won't get any of the other indicators like the arrows and the diamonds. That's what you can get if you sign up for our tools, our elite tools. But you will be able to put this on your charts yourself, and you can also put up the awesome oscillator, which is very, very helpful. And these strands are the bungee strands, and you could read a lot into these as well. In fact, we have a trading room. Neil runs the trading room Mondays and Wednesdays in London and New York, and he is just, he's brilliant, and he just knows where the market is going to go next based on how he reads all of the indicators, and he just knows all the trade setups inside and out. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to learn with him at the end. Not today, but if you sign up. So let me just show you, tell you about the 6 Wavy Tunnel Pro trades. This is called the first trade at the end of the move or at the beginning of the move. We call this the price to wave trade. And then this we call the fill the gap trade. Now it's different than a gap in price. It's the gap between the wave and the tunnel. So the PW fill the gap is the combination of the end of the trend back to here. And after we have this steep correction, this is the breakout 4 trade. Okay, it's usually the wave 4, the wave 2 trades. In Elliott wave terminology, we call it the breakout 4 trade for the next move up. Does it always go above the highs? No. Sometimes we have a longer correction, and we'll move up in 3 waves and then come back down again, trade sideways. So this is called the breakout 4 trade. And then we have breakout 3 trades, which I call our trades along the wave. Every time the market moves back into the wave, you want to buy it for the move up as we continue in the uptrend, the breakout 3 trades. And there are a few more trades, but that's really all I'm going to tell you right now about it. Okay, so let's look at TradeStation. I ran the scanner on TradeStation yesterday on the S&P 500, but you can put whatever stocks you want here. I ran it on the daily. I would definitely run it on, set it up and run it on different time frames because you're not always going to get setups on the weekly or the daily. You might want to run the 4-hour, and if you're day trading, run it on the smaller time frames. So this is just the breakout 4 trade system, and we also have a trend line break on TradeStation. Now let's talk about NinjaTrader. I don't know if some of you are trading futures markets, but you can trade futures markets on NinjaTrader. You can also get stocks on NinjaTrader. You can trade anything on it. So we have a market analyzer for NinjaTrader, and I set this up on all the futures markets, and you can see the daily upper royal, that's the purple arrow, the daily lower royal, the daily upper noble, that's the gray, lower noble, and then the 4-hour purple arrow, 4-hour gray arrow, 60-minute, and then purple and gray. So that's how I set this particular market analyzer up. So you can scan for the purple and the gray arrows on the market analyzer. You can also set alerts on NinjaTrader. Now let me show you this. When I ran it, I didn't show you both the original market analyzer, but it did show the purple, that we got purples on all of the indices at the market top. And then several days later, this is the daily, so 3 or 4 weeks later, we got the grays. And if I just go back here, when I printed this one out, we were 12 candles with the gray on the ES, 12 on the NQ. We hadn't gotten a gray on the YM, and we were 12 candles on RTY. So this is the NQ. This was taken back on the September contract. Now we're trading December. And I've labeled it ABC. We also have our trend lines that are automatically drawn on the software, and this is very, very cool. You don't have to run the market analyzer. You could just look at your charts and see how the market is setting up. But this is the same pattern and that we've been discussing this whole time. And this is the ES, same pattern. And what happened after that? We moved higher. Same pattern. Up here, we're optimistic and exuberant. We don't want to be buying. Down here, we're depressed, but we don't want to be selling. We want to change the brain, and we want to be buying down here, okay? I'm also going to show you day and swing trading futures, okay? Scenario, intraday trend analysis and trade setup, applying the market roadmap for intraday trading opportunities. But first, let's just look at this. I took this yesterday on the YM, the 4-hour, okay? And we got the gray arrow here. We got the gray arrow. And what happens with our software is it tells you after we get the gray arrow, it sets profit targets and stop losses below the low. So it automatically prints this out for you. And the green gray just means that it's recognizing a breakout 4 trade to go long. okay? And it recognized it. Here we are on the right after today's trading, and we've hit like all three targets. We went up from there. I mean, it was starting to move up yesterday, and then it continued on moving up today. So when you see this, if the market is selling off dramatically and you see something like this and you have this structure in place, it can tell the brain, wait, maybe we're not going lower. This is a major turning point. Even if we don't go and make a new high above this level, even if we just bounce and move up, it's a good turning point, a solid turning point. Now let's look at a 2-minute chart. So I took this also last night. You can see the time. And same pattern on the ES. We get the purple arrow here. We get the gray arrow down here. And yeah, I mean, the pattern is here. This morning, I took a screenshot of a tick chart because I have some students trading tick charts, and they asked me, does this work on tick charts? And I said, well, let's have a look. And of course it works on tick charts. This is NinjaTrader, by the way. Of course it works on tick charts. So this setup happened today, right before this meeting, this webinar. And yeah, I mean, it works on tick charts. Let me just show you MT4 now. Now, Neil in the trading room is a master with MT4, and the MT4 was the first scanner that we did. You can take screenshots of this. What I did was, if you trade Forex, I took, you can get several trades here. The breakout 1 trade, the breakout 4 trade. I explained the breakout 4 trade. So all of these are setting up for breakout 4 with the respective time frames. Green is long, red is short. I'm not going to have time to show you all these charts, but this is how I just sorted by breakout 4. And then to the right of that, we have all of the trend line breaks. So Royal yellow, noble red, yellow blue, red blue. These are all of the trend line breaks that are automatically set up. Okay, and so this is the Forex pairs. You can, if you trade the stock indices and the bonds, I set this up. I'm in Canada, so I can get this stock indices and bonds. And this time I sorted by breakout 1. And this, the way it's noted here, it's you get 1s, 2s, 3s, low numbers. This is the end of the move. This is the end of the move when you get a purple arrow. So you can take a screenshot of this. And note that just because we have a purple arrow doesn't mean that we are going to have a market reversal. We do like to see some candlestick confirmation, which we teach you in the training, teach you about. And then finally, I ran it on the commodities, and I also, these are the breakout 4 trades that are setting up, which you already know about, so you can take a screenshot of this. Okay. What are the key benefits of the Wavy Tunnel Pro solution? Master the market cycles, anticipate market direction with a little bit more confidence than you might have now, achieve better timing for trades, improve your trade entries and profit targets, engage in rules-based trading, enhance consistency through structured trading. And finally, you can develop independent thinking with clear trading goals, which reduces stress and uncertainty in trading when we have independent thinking. So by following the Wavy Tunnel Pro solution, traders can navigate market challenges with confidence. That's the goal. Success stories. Jody Samuel's Wavy Tunnel Pro based on Elliott Wave theory helped me tremendously in recognizing fractal patterns regardless of asset types such as stocks, indices, commodities, forex, and futures. Since taking her program, I have been more conscientious in preserving my liquidity, slowly growing and rebuilding my account, and I have gained tremendous confidence in placing my trades. Okay, thank you. I'm not going to continue reading this because I want to get to the offer, which is on the wavytunnelpro.com/elite. I am offering you the tools today. You will have exclusive access to our market roadmap and timing tools. You will understand how the markets trade in cycles, use our proprietary combination of cycle high and low indicators with momentum indicators to warn of market tops and bottoms. It works with stocks, futures, ETFs, Forex, and cryptocurrencies, works for day swing and position trading. Find precise entry points for option strategies. Embrace the suite of professional tools to trade like a pro. You will find the indicator suites and scanners on MT4, TradeStation, MotiveWave, and NinjaTrader, and just the indicator suite on Wealth Charts. What we're offering you today is first month trial for $49. That's what we're offering you today. And what are some of the bonuses? You will get Elite Tool Scanner training. You will get live training sessions on the key Wavy Tunnel Pro trade plans, dedicated Discord channel, one-on-one coaching session with Jody, with me, and I'm going to give you trading room access for 1 month, 4 times a week during the London and New York, and you can watch all of the recordings and learn a heck of a lot from Neil, because he's a master. So again, the first month trial is $49. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask or email me at jody@fxtradersedge.com or support@fxtradersedge.com. I hope you learned something today. I really enjoyed being here, and I want to wish everybody successful trading journeys, because trading is a journey. So thank you.